Today is a very special day. Me and my girls from the mastermind that we put together come and actually meet together in person. Normally we meet at my house since mine is kind of like in the middle of where everyone is, but today we're going to go to smack downtown Vancouver. So I'm gonna head over there now and we're gonna meet my favorite girls. All right, let's do this. From the mastermind successfully. One of the questions that Debbie asked, which I thought was a really cool question, and that I want to kind of talk about a little bit with you guys. She asked me and Steph if we have like 5-year plans, like if we plan so much in advance and how that works for us. For me, I've always been like a really big planner. What I've found is when I do have like 5-year actual plans and goals for like 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 year, like when I do that, my experience with that is it's just way too overplanned. It's not valuable at all for me to plan that much in advance. Now, of course, I've always found that having some kind of like, you always want to know what your goal is, right? Like, what is your goal? For me right now, my goal is Fragile Club, and I mean, I have a lot of goals. For me personally, a 5-year plan isn't exactly very useful. Like what I found is very helpful for my personal goals is to have short-term goals that you can action right now. It's so easy to just get caught up in the plan, right? And if something doesn't go to plan, then it's stressful because what am I doing, right? Like things never go to plan. Straight up, things never ever go to plan, and it's really only helpful if you're actioning right now. Like, what are you doing right now to make these goals happen? 1-year goals are totally awesome. I think 1-year goals are great, but every time that I've actually planned 5 years in advance, the moment that I've kind of planned out what's going to happen, I've kind of lost interest in the whole thing because for the next 5 years, I kind of know what's gonna happen and it's super boring. And it's also stressful. Like it's way more stressful for me to have 5-year goals when in reality, it's never gonna happen the way that you plan for things to happen. It's much more relatable and like valuable if you're able to have 1-year goals, and then more so, what are your 1-month goals? What are your 2-week goals? What are your weekly goals? That is so much more beneficial because then you're actually working on things right now. So for me, I know that when Corey and I got back from traveling, our headspace was very different from how it was before we went traveling. We went through a lot when we were traveling and our brains basically exploded, so that when we came back to Vancouver and set up again, we were much more patient and we were much more grateful for what we had. And I think those were the 2 biggest things that helped us, so that now what our mindset is like for me on a day-to-day basis, what I'm doing, there are weekly, like I have weekly goals, and every day I work towards those goals, and then at the end of the week, I reevaluate and I see the progress that I've made and the progress that I haven't made, and then I adjust. But I have to give myself space to breathe and live and enjoy my life. When you're like overly focused with the outcome, you want a specific thing to happen, it's so stressful. It really ruins the fun out of the whole game. And for me, I want to enjoy my life. I want to be happy. I want to wake up with energy. And when I feel like I'm so outcome oriented that I'm just obsessed with that one outcome, I just burn out. I feel like I burn out a lot faster. So for me, it's so much more important that I'm happy. If I'm happy, if I allow myself to just relax and work rather than like, you know, like no one wants to like explode. At the end of the day, know that it's okay. I have a very big dream and I have big goals, but that does not mean that I'm unhappy where I'm at right now. I'm extremely happy where I'm at right now, and I want to enjoy where I'm at. Not every little thing that I do, I enjoy. Of course, there's things that I don't enjoy that I'm doing, but on like overall, I have to be happy the majority of the time. Otherwise, I don't know what I'm doing. I hope that helped in some way. Maybe that inspired you, I'm hoping. But that was just something that we were talking about in our mastermind, and I thought it might be cool to talk about it with you guys as well. So now I am waiting for Corey. I mean, no, I'm not just sitting around waiting for Corey. Corey's been gone for the past day to the island to celebrate his dad's birthday. I unfortunately could not come because I had this mastermind. So now I'm gonna work on some fragile stuff and we'll see what happens. Hello. So I thought I'd just pop this back on and show you kind of what I'm doing with Fragile Club right now. As it's Monday, on Mondays I create and gather all of the content to post and schedule on social media. What? Social media scheduling happens on Mondays. There we go. Yeah, do you want to see? I'm going to show you. Okay, so what I've done here is basically this is in Sketch. So over here on this side, on the right hand side, I have all of the like previous content from ambassadors and other photo shoots that we've done over on this side. And then over here I'll zoom in a little bit. Zooming in. Here we've got the post for the week that I'm gathering. So right now we're just doing like a grid kind of layout. So I put like some mental health quotes here, and then I'm going to be putting in our ambassador photos on in the other squares here. For example, I've just imported these photos here with the Fragile t-shirt, the fanny pack, and then some really great looking dudes in the Fragile shirt right there. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm just going to be importing them, dragging them over into the square of my choice. Let me undo. So right here, I'm just going to be taking this girl, this wonderful lady. I'm going to reduce her, oh crap. Why is it stuck on recovery? There we go. I'm gonna make it smaller, pop her into here, and kind of just shape it wherever I want. Make sure that it's all the way inside there. And then we will pop these guys into here. I want to make that a bit smaller. Looking good. And then this girl, this chick, that needs to be a lot smaller. It's not even reading it. Whoa, there we go. And, oh yeah, looking fab. Yeah, so this is basically where I design all of these. So currently we are in a rebranding kind of phase with Fragile Club. We're going to be launching a new website in the next couple of weeks with a lot of the articles that we've written about a few of our ambassadors. So we're going to be launching that along with a new branding guideline, which I will be using for social media and basically everything that we do with Fragile. So what I'm just showing you here is what we've launched with, and then we're kind of just going to be redoing it right now. But yeah, I hope that was interesting to you, and I'm just gonna finish this. I have to export all of this and then schedule it out. Thanks so much for watching this video and hanging out with us for this entire time. Make sure to like and subscribe because it really supports our channel, and we will see you in the next one. Mwah.